I'm Jason Wade here with Oxford Cafe. Today we're interviewing Crystal Bailey, founder of Walk Fashion Show and a candidate for the Oak Park City Council. Crystal, would you give us a brief introduction for those that may not know you?
Well, hello. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Oxford Cafe. I am Crystal Bailey, and yes, I am the owner of Walk Fashion Show. I've been the owner of Walk Fashion Show for over 16 years, as well as a candidate for Oak Park City Council. I was vice president of Oak Park School Board, and I am actively involved in my community. I live in Oak Park. I graduated from Oak Park High School. I served on the Oak Park Board of Education as vice president, and I am here because I love fashion and politics.
All right. Crystal, what were your early fashion influences when you were coming up?
Fashion influence, I loved everything about Aaliyah's style. I
Mm-hmm.
was not a girly girl, so I did like girly. I love being a girl. I love everything about fashion and girly things, but I wasn't into very tight clothes. I would wear a crop top, some combat Jodeci boots,
Mm-hmm.
and some baggy jeans. I did that all through high school, and I worked at Champs Fashion,
Oh
the
yeah,
Port
remember?
Sports. So I wore all sneakers.
Oh yeah.
I didn't start wearing heels until I was 17 years old. But I had all the latest Air Max 95s, Jordans, retros. I didn't have to stand in line
Oh
because I
yeah.
worked there, so I had them the night before. So yeah.
Absolutely. So, with your experience in the fashion industry, what advice would you give to aspiring entrepreneurs looking to break into the industry and build their own successful ventures?
Keep going. Don't stop. Just keep going. When I started my business over 16 years ago, I didn't know I was going to start a business. I was just doing it for fun. I loved everything about fashion, and I wanted to start something for me. I enjoy being on a runway. My older sister was in modeling school, so I wanted to model whatever it was that she was doing.
Absolutely.
But I wasn't tall enough or thin enough, and she was tall and thin. So in order to get on New York Fashion Week, I knew if I wasn't thin or tall, I couldn't get on it, at least at that time. So I created my own platform to be able to do that in the capacity in which I wanted to. So now we're in 27 cities, 3 countries, producing fashion shows for women and men who are my size and height. So I would say keep going. Don't let outside influences stop you. Just keep going.
Excellent, excellent. And as a former Oak Park School Board Vice President and current candidate, how do you balance your, current community involvement with the business responsibilities that you still have?
Well, the city of Oak Park has Arts and Cultural Diversity Commission
Mm-hmm.
for the city, and I am on their subcommittee for Juneteenth. So the city throws a Juneteenth event, and I produce fashion shows during that Juneteenth event. So I get involved with local designers who are creative. And just like with my business, same aspect I use with my business, I use to produce this event for the city of Oak Park. And that's how we bring it together and bring my business and incorporate it with the city's vision. So, yeah.
Excellent, excellent. And staying on Oak Park's diverse culinary scene, what are some of your favorite spots to visit out there that you can let everyone know to give a try?
Yeah, well, I think Oak Park Social is a good first start. I mean, it's right there, and the owner's great, hospitality's nice, the food is great as well, and they have indoor-outdoor space for entertaining. They also have live music. I love the Brussels sprouts. It's one of my personal faves, but I think it's a great vibe, and like I said, the owner is amazing.
Great, great, excellent. Any of these establishments that you visit, do they help with your personal routine as far as your recovery and self care, as far as your personal well being, while you're doing both of these strenuous positions right
What I say as far as mental health and what I do, I would say breathe. Just taking a day at a time and exercising, taking deep breaths. Sometimes people forget to breathe. You have to just say,
now?
hey, just breathe. And you just take a minute, take a deep breath. I always tell my daughter, who's 16, I tell her deep breaths or love notes to your body. So as long as every day you just give your body those little love notes, take those deep breaths and keep pushing, you should be able to maintain your mental health and balance each role that you have within your life. At least those are my personal practices.
Correct. Good. Touching back on fashion, could you share some recent trends or developments in fashion that have caught your attention and that will impact the luxury and leisure market that you see coming up in the future?
Yeah, I think the sustainability aspect within the textiles that we have now with our fabrics, I think that that has caught my eye tremendously, and I like to see how it evolves moving forward. And with like AI technology, having the dresses with AI capability
Correct.
to
Yeah,
change
absolutely.
the patterns, and I think that that is all cool. Those are definitely catching my eye, and I like to stay on in front of the curve of those.
Okay, and last question on the fashion topic is just as a business owner, what are some of the challenges that you faced in the luxury and leisure sector, and how have you overcome them?
Well, I think, that, like I explained earlier, as far as those challenges and overcoming, the pathway in which you take is it can be challenging. So overcoming those obstacles is just creating your own path and not trying to fit in the crowd, but be your own and stand on your own, have your own identity, and just keep pushing forward in that aspect.
Okay, and the last question we wanted to ask that we try to ask everyone: what advice didn't you listen to that you wish you would have listened to now?
You know what? I can't say I'm a good listener. So I would say that all advice that comes my way, I take it with stride. Advice, constructive criticism, I take it all in and I just use it and you know, I listen. So I can't say that I have some advice that I didn't listen to, or if I did, honestly, I probably just don't want to say it right now.
Right, exactly.
But yeah, I listen to all advice and I welcome all advice, and I stay growing, stay positive, and try to just continue to grow with all feedback that I get.
Okay, excellent. We want to thank you for your time, Crystal,
Thank you.
and for all of our potential voters out there. Can you give the information that they need as far as reaching out to your platform if they want to help, or
Yes,
if they want to get some votes going, because we need some more participation in Oak Park?
Absolutely, yes. Well, like I said, I'm Crystal Bailey, and I'm running for City Council of Oak Park. You can find me at www.crystal4citycouncil.com, and my social media is official Crystal Bailey. Facebook is Crystal Bailey as well. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you so much.